Gemini. Hi, how are you? I'm going to be doing a general love reading today and take a look and see how that plays out in the cards. I will be doing an extended as well, and the information for that is in the box below. Also, I am taking personal readings at this point, and so if you want a personal reading, once again, the information is also in the box below. All right, let's get started. I'm using the Llewellyn deck, and I'm going to be using a Celtic cross layout. I like to lay all the cards out so I can see the whole context, and then I will share the individual cards with you. I find the Llewellyn deck works really well with heart-centered love readings. Just to give you a heads up too, that the kings and queens, this is a non-gender, reading. The kings and queens only refer to the divine male and the divine feminine energies that's in all of us. All right, so let's get started. Leading into this from the universe is the Tower, which is a card that represents a change in your life coming up. Now it's a guide, so it's guiding, with the information that comes out of this reading, it's going to guide you into understanding exactly what that means and possibly how it affects the Gemini, okay? And I'll go into that in a little more detail. In your immediate past, you have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is showing as, this is a great reading. I'm just looking at the cards here. The Knight of Cups is love, this is your immediate past. So different kinds of love as the Tower is creating the crack in, your armor or your past platform that you built your whole belief system on, which is going through a shift right now in order for a new thinking, a new feeling, a new connection with the universe to come through. It's kind of like, with Leonard Cohen, when it creates the crack, and that's how the light gets in, and that's how I quite often see the Tower. And certainly in this case, in this love reading. So love is trying to penetrate, it's trying to get into your life. And the Knight of Cups is, kind of like the chivalrous knight, taking it upon herself to be the messenger to bring this to you. And so in the last little while, if you've had some sense, I feel like there's something going on here. Like I feel like I'm going to meet the right person, or I'm going to find the right career, or I just kind of get that feeling. And with the world having been slowed down over the past year, I think it did have some impact on people in that it, in a positive way, it gave people an opportunity to maybe take stock and reconsider and slow down enough for this crack to kind of let the light in. Above you, you've got the Three of Cups, and this is an energy that's impacting you. This is a very connected energy, connected to people around you, creating a circle of like-minded, like-heart type of people. Now it's in an energy form right now, and as I say, it is an influence, so it is also kind of a guide, except it's much stronger, and it's like, as I say, an energy that is dominating this reading right now. On you right now, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups. I see it like a new beginning for you starting in terms of your life path, Gemini. And Two of Cups encompassing, and then you've got the Ace of Cups at your base. So, oh my God, this is such a good reading. So so love is definitely on your mind as you start this new beginning. And quite often, I think with spring, on the horizon, very close now, it is a new beginning for I always feel that way as spring comes too. So the Ace of Wands is going along with that, and we're kind of coming out of the cold and the, darker into the light and much friendlier weather. And therefore, I think, people do tend to make more changes then. And that's why I see the Ace of Wands here, is I see this as a new beginning for you, a new path for you. And then you've got the Two of Cups on top of that, with the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. You go 1, 2, 3. So there's definitely something happening in terms of opening your heart, in terms of being able to see the light and see how love, in different forms too. Because with the Two of Cups, I see that probably as some kind of partnership. It could be a soulmate. It could be even a creative partnership. The Three of Cups as being the influence on here. So looking for people that you feel that brotherhood or sisterhood with, and then even being able to celebrate, because you don't feel like you're stranded here. As you're moving into this next part of your life, you're not alone. And then the Ace of Cups at the base, saying your cup, and this is the base of the reading. So all of these cards on the periphery are basically setting up the reading, bringing the energies into the reading, which the Ace of Cups is showing that you're ready, like your heart is ready. It's like love is flowing into your life. Then you have the Strength card and the Fool, and the Fool, this is your near future. The Fool tells me that, as the Ace of Wands, the Fool is you embracing this change, you being ready for it, you going for it. So the Fool is the first card of the major arcana in the tarot deck, and it is the beginning of this whole new cycle in your life right now. And with the Strength card beside it, you're ready to go for it. You feel strong enough, you feel like you have enough, your fears have been, you don't feel alone. As I said, you surround yourself and you don't feel alone, and therefore you have the spiritual strength to overcome any fears that might enter into this as you jump off the edge into the new. I know this saying that, when you come to the end of everything you know and you're about to leap into the unknown, and as you can see in this card, this is definitely a leap, know that one of two things will happen. You'll either find a soft place to land, or you'll be taught to fly. And that's kind of what I see here, because I see you trying to make some decisions here as you know, and as you're beginning to take the leap into this new cycle for yourself. And so you've got the Two of Swords here. Now the Two of Swords is kind of weighing out the possibilities. If I go that way, then I may have to leave that behind. But if I go that way, I may have to leave that behind. So it's probably a good idea, as you can see, she's got the blindfold on, to take the blindfold off and begin to understand that it doesn't have to be polarized. It doesn't have to be that harsh of a choice. And that's why it's a Swords. A Swords is coming from thinking, and it's coming from probabilities. And as I say now with the Fool, there are new possibilities. So, and you're ready to embrace the possibilities. So the mind isn't always the best place to go to check this out, to say, should I do this, should I not do it? So I would like to see, you move more into your heart, let your heart guide you, your intuition guide you. You have the Queen of Cups at the base. The Queen of Cups is a guide for you as well. Like the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups is, the nurturing, the nurturer. So I'm just going to draw another card on that to see how that fits in here. And so I think that, you have been willing, with the Tower there, you have been pursuing, knowing that there's something missing in your life, and knowing that if you don't actually embrace it and take advantage of moving with the flow, that, you may not find what you're looking for. And that's where some of your strength is coming from. Your strength is coming from a decision based on desire. I desire to have more in my life than I have now. And if I keep going the way I'm going, then I may miss out on it. And that's not something you want to entertain. So the Queen of Cups is kind of like, and then you've got the King of Cups here also in your subconscious. So I'm just going to draw a card on that too and get a little clarification there. So we got the Page of Swords. So I feel like both these people, they could, could be male, female, could be whatever, are, in a place where they haven't, I don't know if they actually are together or met each other or something like that. One of them's waiting for a sign from the universe to say, okay, this is time now. I know it's time now. I'm just going to draw another card. And contemplating what we talked about with the Three of Cups up here, I need to find, this is in in the subconscious, right? So this is, the male energy and the female energy. So the male energy is saying, I'm going to hold my position. I'm not going to, run away this time. And I'm going to wait and see a sign that comes, a sign to show me that what I desire is harmony. What I desire is to find in my life, not just with a partner, but with everything in my life. And that's why you have the Three of Pentacles here. A place where I can build a future and, be able to live out my values and, share my values with another person, other people, whether it's my family or whoever. And then, as I say, this is the time, and you sense that with the Tower on you and the Ace of Cups at your base and the Knight of Cups. So sensing that now's the time to make the moves. Because if I don't and I miss this time, it may not come again. And I know that's a fear that's coming in and you're getting help with that. But it's kind of like, because of the thinking, the either or thinking. And then in your environment, you've got the sun. So the sun is shining on you now. It is bringing hope and optimism. And also, I think financially, you may be getting some assistance now with this in terms of creating a bit of a, security for you to be able to take the risks that you want to take, to be able to make the changes that come along with the Ace of Wands and this new path opening up for you. In a position of what you want is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords tells me that right now, you're still in a little bit of chaos and, there's still things aren't all that clear, but it's in a position of what you want and you really want to keep going and get through it and get to the place on the other side where you're clear. And then the Four of Swords, which is your outcome card. Like I said, you're coming out of kind of winter, moving into spring as we are at this point. And for you, I think the winter has provided an opportunity for you to do, some, he'll show you the Four of Swords here, some kind of thinking on a deep level, which is, having come out of the, where you've been in the past and knowing that the Tower is also over you now. So take your time and, we'll see what comes up. Also, I'm going to do more on that in the extended. So I'm just going to draw an oracle, a card from the universe to see where that goes. And we've got disruption, card of disruption. So the guide we had was the Tower, which is disruption, and now the oracle. So the universe is creating a disruption in your thinking, in your, the foundation that you have been living off of, that or living according to, that you built, a long time ago. And now with this new Ace of Wands coming in, it's starting to come that your thinking, your foundation, the things that you believed, it's time to reassess and rethink, as I said, as we leave the winter and move into the spring. Okay, thanks very much, and I'll see you in the extended. If not, have a great week, and I'll see you next week.